Okay, so these are the curtains that I got from Amazon. And let me tell you, I looked everywhere. I looked at every single curtain on Amazon. I looked at Kohl's, I looked at Walmart, I looked everywhere. Everywhere I could go, I spent months looking for curtains. What I wanted was something thick and durable. But what I ended up getting were these. And when I first got them in the box, I have to say, I started a return process like immediately. I was like, they're too thin. I don't like them. They're just way too thin. They show stuff. But then I went shopping and found out how expensive they were and that they really don't make really thick, durable curtains that are just even in my price range. So I thought, I'm going to keep these and I'm going to try them. And I'm so glad that I did. Yes, they are thin. Yes, they flow in the wind a lot. And they don't have anything at the bottom to put magnets or weights. Though, I can figure this out. I can do that. Today's a windy day, so I wanted you to see how they flow. But when we pull them all out, and I have 14 of them, I have like 4 in each section, and my patio is 13 by 9. So I ordered 14 of them. And when we unhook them and put them out like this at night, even though they look thin, they keep our patio very warm. So I'm thinking in the summer, they're going to keep it very cool. Even though they're thin, and even though I really had doubts about these in the beginning, I just so glad that I gave them a chance. Now, it's not been really hot here. It's been cool and windy, so heat-wise, I don't know, but I'm thinking that they're going to do fine because when it's cool and we spread them all out, it gets really warm in here. So I'm really hoping that they help us in the summer as well. And I know they fly. See how the wind, but it's really windy here today. The wind picks them up, but I'm going to get weights to go on the bottom. Weights on each side, since they don't have weight pockets, because I would like for them to stay a little bit more stationary than what they are. So if it's really windy, they're going to be like this. But I think weights will help. And the price. I'm telling you, I think after my discount, I paid like $7.99 for each panel. And that is a steal. Because again, like I said, I've looked everywhere for these. And the thickness and what I wanted. And they're so expensive. I paid with tax and everything, I think like $145 for 14 of them. And I couldn't get that price anywhere that I looked. So I would recommend these. I would give these a shot, even though they're a little bit thinner and they don't have a pocket for weights. I'm telling you, I've looked at everywhere, and I think I'm so glad that I kept these. So glad I canceled the return. I did get the beige color, and they come in a lot of different colors. And the reason I got the beige color was I thought it matched our patio. And I did read some reviews that said these fade in the sun. So I didn't want to get a really dark color that in case they did fade.
I like privacy. I just moved to the 3rd floor building of an apartment that faces directly across from other balconies, so I can see people on their balcony smoking or just hanging around, and it doesn't bother me, but I like to have my own privacy. So I left the bottom part see-through for my dog so she can see. I'm still setting up my walking pad that I also got off of Amazon, by the way. I got the privacy for the balcony. I've tucked in the curtains because it's been pretty windy, but I will be buying the magnets that go on the bottom to prevent it from flying away when it's windy. But the curtains have really done the job here. I'm waiting on some cushions for this bench, so in the meantime, that's what it looks like. But yeah, it definitely has a little bit, but not too much. I got 2 different types. So this is the less sheer one, and this was the more sheer one, which I initially had purchased, and yeah, I was not about it. So I kept a set of this to go in between and replaced the other set with this one, which is perfect. I also got the curtain hangers and drilled them up there. Now, I saved myself a little bit of money and literally went out and got a PVC pipe. It's literally from Lowe's. This whole thing was 10 foot long, and it cost like less than $6, and I just cut it to size. And that's it. That's my little...
2 of the curtains, they're brand new. This one, it's new. And this one also. They're sealed, but this one is open. And they just fold it and put it back. And this one, you can see, they just shovel it in the back, and it's all ring.
This is what I'm talking about up here. When the wind blows, they all slides to one side. Cause I got the end tucked behind the bracket. And then I will get something to connect these two when I want them to just hang free, to keep them from blowing away from each other.
These curtains are very sheer. You can see the sun rising. You can make out street lamps. You can see my trees, traffic, anything across from my house. They're very lightweight. I do have weighted magnets that I got off Amazon that make a big difference. But
Okay, this is a curtain that we bought last year, but just hung this year because we didn't have the rod up yet. But these others we hung last year, and they're all striped. And so I didn't know what fade resistant meant, but they don't look like that original one.
lot of these Republicans, that was their red line.